Here's why $1 million product launches are bullshit. I'm sorry, but this is why I quit doing launches back in 2016. I want to walk you through the numbers. Listen, if you sell content, if you sell information products, you're gonna hear this. If you sell digital products, you're gonna hear, oh, I did a gajillion, babillion dollar launch. I used to be one of those douchebags doing that, and so I apologize, because at some point I was like, wait a minute, did I make any money? So I'm gonna break it down for you, and then we're gonna talk about what is the purpose of a launch. Like, I still think launches are great. I don't really do them anymore, but I think they're great, and I'll explain to you why, even though after I share the numbers with you, you're gonna go, launches aren't that great. Okay, but before we do any of that, lurnexpert.com, LURNEXPERT.com. If you are looking to turn your information, your brain, your knowledge into a business, and you want to change the world of education while you're doing that, then listen, we've got a free community, a free newsletter, and an absolutely free course that will show you how to turn your information into a course, coaching program, or a consulting offer. Come join us at lurnexpert.com. And of course, binge listen to all of our episodes at anikpodcast.com, ANIKPODCAST.com. And listen, I don't know if you heard, but every single time you click like on this video, a lost duck finds its mother. Who knew? So go ahead right now and click subscribe, and make sure you binge listen to all of our episodes at anikpodcast.com and all of that fun stuff. All right, $1 million launches. Man. Let's see what it breaks down to. I'm totally calling out a bunch of people today, but it's okay. So we're gonna start with a number, and you're gonna see a bunch of math show up on the screen as I do this. If you're watching this, and if you're listening, well, then you're gonna have to just follow my math. Let's say someone claims that they did a $1 million product launch. 9 times out of 10, what they're doing is gaming the math. That doesn't mean they actually collected $1 million in their pocket. What that means is that that's what they're projecting if all the payment plans paid out, which never happens. So typically they'll have collected maybe $600,000, maybe, okay? So now we're down to $600,000. We already lost $400,000 in this launch, okay? Now, to be fair, some of that might get collected later. For the moment, $600,000 is collected. All right, first major expense, your affiliates. Whenever there's a big product launch, your affiliates got paid on it. That's $300,000. Okay, our $1 million launch now, ding, already down to $300,000. What's next? Prizes. Oh yeah, launches are fun. We love giving away prizes, and the prizes get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger for every launch because we compete, right? $100,000 in prizes. You might have a pre-launch prizes, you have launch prizes, you have like prizes that sneak up on you. So we're now down to $200,000. That's right. Look at the math. Okay, but we're not done with the expenses yet. Good old banks. I've always said, I feel like banks make the most in everything because they just make their 2-3% cut regardless of how your launch does. So $20,000 gone. Next. Team. Can't run a launch without some people. Affiliate managers, operational people, someone to make sure your servers stay up, video editors, marketing people, ad buyers. It adds up. So I'm pulling a number out of my butt here, but I'm saying, let's say about $75,000 goes into team cost. You might be thinking, Anik, that's very expensive. Guess what? I have news for you. People are expensive nowadays. Good people that can actually do stuff are expensive. And a launch doesn't just happen for 2 weeks. It takes 3 months. You're planning a launch for months and months. So during that time, yeah, you're gonna spend $75,000 on that team. Next, gotta deliver the product. So you guys have coaches, you have customer support, you have people that are helping you deliver. God forbid you actually had cost going into it to develop the software or anything else. I'm just gonna assume $20,000 for delivery, which is super low in my opinion. And you know what that does? Look at the math. Look at the math. That's $575,000 in costs. So congratulations, Sally. You made $25,000 in profit for working your butt off for months and months, taking on all that risk, having sleepless nights, hustling your butt off, but you're gonna go out and say, I made $1 million in the launch. No, you didn't. You made $25,000, if that. Okay, we didn't even talk about refunds, did we? Where the hell are the refunds? I'm sorry, you did not make $25,000. You didn't even make that. It's frustrating. Why am I so frustrated? Because I had to learn this after doing like 16 launches. Now, here's the thing. It's not that bad either because most of my launches would be 4 or 5. I had done as high as 13 million. So even if your margins are low at 4 or 5 million, you'll make good money. But it was like the worst way to build a business. And I still love launches in certain scenarios, but here's the truth about a product launch. You are not going to make money on that launch. So you must be doing it for an alternate reason. Are you doing it because you want to launch a new brand and get some great PR? Launches are really amazing PR events. Are you doing it because you want to generate a ton of leads for your back end? Awesome. Or are you doing it because you intend to have a $10 million launch and are still going to make a big chunk of change, even if it's low margins? But a launch, as is traditionally said and taught, just know if heavily driven by affiliates, you're not going to make a lot of margin and you're going to carry a lot of risk and take on a lot of headache. The other thing about launches you have to remember is you're going to plan for 3 months at at least, see, most affiliates need to know that you have a launch coming up at least 3 months in advance. Otherwise, their calendars are booked. You have to plan the tracking solution, put up the members area, film the content, plan all of that stuff, hire the people. So you're starting 3 months before. And let me tell you something. Launches are the most hungry monsters of any type of marketing. They're going to take up your entire team. Oh yeah, I know you're saying, no, Anik, I'm organized. I've got these 3 people. They're going to run the launch. Everybody else is working on my evergreen business. Wrong. Anyone who's done it, I guarantee that launch is going to eat all those evergreen people and suck them right into that cycle. So that 3 months you're working on it, and then usually you're delivering on it for 2 or 3 months. It takes up half a year. It's insane. Unless you have a strategic reason to do the launch, don't do a launch. Then the other thing is all those affiliates you promoted are like, hey, you're going to scratch my back? I scratched yours. So now you're spending months just kind of making them happy again. This was a weird game. And in 2016, I'll tell you a true story. In 2016, I was in Canada. I was at a Bob Proctor event. May he rest in peace. I really miss him. So I'm at this event, and my wife has family that's like 45 minutes away from the event place. So we were driving to the event place, and my phone is in my pocket. And it's buzzing. It's going nuts. Finally get to the house. I pick up. What? And it's like affiliates fighting. Anik, you have to promote me. You can't promote so-and-so. So-and-so promised him to be me. And I was like, oh God, it's like freaking kindergartners. I hated it. That moment, I remember I'm sitting in the driver's seat. My wife has stepped out of the car. She's looking at me, and I looked at her, and I was like, that's it. I'm done. She's like, what do you mean? I said, I'm done. I can't do it anymore. No more affiliates. She's like, but that's like your entire revenue. It seriously was. It was like 95% of my revenue. I was like, yep, I'm done. 2017, not happening. This was December of 2016. I actually called my, at that time, affiliate manager, Dan Lehman, and he used to run all of that. And actually, he was even my marketing director at that point. And I was like, Dan, we're not doing this anymore. And he's like, okay, crazy man, that's all of our revenue. I said, yeah, I don't care. Figure out paid traffic because I can't do this anymore. I'm tired of it. And we did. And but believe it or not, by January of 2017, we actually started getting really good at paid traffic. I really haven't done a launch like that ever since. And life is better for it. So I'm just saying, if you're going to do a big product launch, good on you. They're fun. They're like a total adrenaline rush. They're very, very good PR events. So just make sure your reasoning for it is very strategic. That's all. LurnExpert.com if you want to learn more about that. LURNEXPERT. I will see you there for a free community, free newsletter, and a free course on how to make money using the knowledge in your mind, how to build a business around that, but more than anything, how to touch people's lives, impact people's lives, and change the world of education. And of course, AnikPodcast.com to binge listen to all of our amazing podcast episodes. This is Anik reminding you when life wishes you, stand straight, smile, wish the heck back, click subscribe, click like, come on. See you soon. Bye.
Thanks for listening to The Fighting Entrepreneur with your host, Anik Singal.